Crackoom.
Is it just me, or have the lights gone out?
That's not just you. That's the third time tonight.
Thank goodness. I thought I was checking out for good.
No, no such luck. I think something's up with the power supply.
Could be the storm outside. You think?
That or the critics have taken over the power station.
Reminds me of coming to the theater in the good old days, in the dim gas light and the wonky wiring and
the sudden terrifying fires.
Who said the golden ages of theater were dead?
You did about half an hour ago.
Oh yeah.
The curse of Beaker.
Hey Beaker, is that Dr. Honeydew blowing out our fuses again?
Meep, 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 meep. Kirby dearest, why look for that test suit jockey when there are more interesting sights far closer to home? Interesting sights who spent on a small fortune on a new hairdo buster.
Oh. All right, girls. Who's ready for Morris dancing on stilts?
Coming along.
Beauregard. Pretty good, Mr. Kermit. Just a little twist here and a scrape there, and ta-da!
Nice work, even if whatever you just do seemed to defy the laws of physics.
The laws of physical fail to take my natural talent into account.
Funny how those blackouts always seem to concede with Dr. Honeydew's experiments, though. I wonder what the heck are those two doing back there?
Where the future is being made today. Greetings from me, Dr. Bunsen Honeydew, and my assistant Beaker. You join us at the beginning of a great experiment, and dare I say, the dawn of a new age. Me, Beaker says hello. Thank you, Beaker. Now, as you see, Beaker is exhausted, and who can blame him? After all the rigors of our work place enormous demands on his reserves of stamina and energy. Well, no more. Oh, it's upside down. I'm presenting Beaker Mark II, made entirely from spare parts, chicken wire, and sackcloth. This revolutionary new device has been designed to take the load off poor Beaker's tired shoulders. Well, that is, if he had shoulders. This secret is in this small chip, a microcomputerized duplicate of Beaker's brainwave patterns. Why, it's practically like the real thing. Beaker, switch him on if you please. Zap. Just Doc. Thank you. Now, where were we? Oh, yes. Beaker Mark II. Stock. That's not right. It's stock. It's stock. Beaker Mark II. Show us your stuff. Boom. I have Mr. Beauregard, be a good fellow and catch Mr. Beauregard, Beaker. It's time to feed the poops. Gosh, how embarrassing.
And now it's time for Veterinarian's Hospital.
The continuing story of a quack who's gone to the dogs.
Wow, you look like you've had a rough time. I think you should see a doctor.
But you are Dr. Bob.
I am. I was wondering what those certificates on the wall in my office were.
I left my heart in San Francisco.
So, what can we do for you today, sport?
Doctor, I keep feeling pins and needles in my feet.
Oh, I'm not surprised. I think there's a macrame pattern down there as well.
Dr. Bob, your bedside manner is terrible today.
Oh, it's this guy's face. It's making me feel ill.
Yeah, I'm very sensitive. Have a heart. Have a heart? I thought you left yours in San Francisco. I always carry a spare. Dr. Bob, can you help this poor man?
Certainly. What would you like me to help him with? I'm very good at filling out tax returns.
No, doctor, I want you to make me feel beautiful.
Oh, whoa, Nelly, you're talking advanced manual there. The only thing that would make you beautiful is...
Well, Dr. Bob remembered that he spent 4 years training to be a plastic surgeon. Will Nurse Janice put a paper bag over the patient's face? Will Miss Piggy draw a happy face on it? Tune in next time when you'll hear Dr. Bob say,
You're in luck, sir. For the duration of this blackout, nobody can say you're not the most gorgeous person in the room.
You made me the happiest 3 men alive. Okay, just a minute, almost done.
Well, I'm actually in the dark, but this is getting ridiculous, Kermit.
I guess I'll have another word with Dr. Honeydew.
Please, I don't know how I'm expected to aim this cannon in the dark.
Does Morris dancing on stilts involve a lot of cannon fire?
Now, Kermit. I thought I was talking to an art lover.
It's no use. I can't get it to work. Oliver, move over.
Well, Piggy, are you sure?
I've got a big musical number up next, and I'm not performing it in the dark. Why, it's as simple as...
Oh, my.
Gonzo, do you think you could move your Morris dancing number forward? Miss Piggy may be sometime.
Hey, it could be worse at least. The lights are back on.
Now for some Morris Mayhem action.
Ladies and gentlemen, behold the ancient art of Morris dancing, a medieval celebration of harvest time. In the interest of the art tonight, we'll be introducing several startling new elements into the mixture we will be performing on stilts while being fired by a cannon. All to the tune of Meet Me in St. Louis.
Hold everything! Is this theater's health and safety inspector? Safety, it says stop this madness now.
What?
I see pitchforks. Mr. Gonzo, I see highly flammable haystacks just waiting to cause a conflation.
Conflagration, I mean.
Okay, whatever. I also see chickens as though inappropriately dressed, and as they fall on stage, is my jurisdiction that off the hook there. For now.
He says, girls, we'll tell our grandchildren about this one day. How we rose above it. How we produced great art in the face of
Philistines.
As I was saying, the great Gonzo will demonstrate dancing in the face of death as he... one moment.
This cannon, Mr. Gonzo, it's not actually loaded, I trust.
Not loaded? Of course it's loaded. How do I defy death by dancing if there's no death to defy?
Sounds steady. At least, of course. It'll have to be checked for rust.
No, stop hitting. The old girl likes that. We'll set that cannon up to go off on a hair.
Think about floodboards need repairing.
He's triggered.
I'm sorry, Dr. Honeydew, but we can't put on a show under these conditions. Please stop.
Oh, relax, Mr. Kermit. A little 6,000 volt power surge never hurt anybody. Besides, I'm doing this all for Beaker.
Really? And what does Beaker say about it?
He says what he always says.
Well, sure, but...
That he's willing to devote his entire existence to the advancement of scientific inquiry.
Is this true, Beaker?
Meep.
Perhaps I should have rephrased that.
Please trust me, Kermit. The experiment it will take much burdensome labor off of Beaker's hands. The computer brain just needs a few refinements. Yeah, Kermit's right there.
Is she Kermit?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, Doctor, I'll give you one more shot, but please, let's call it a night after this.
Understood. In fact, I think I may have solved the problem already.
Delight to hear.
Yes, Beaker, I do believe I've cracked it this time. Tell me, how do you feel about leaving your brain to science? Meep.
No, honestly, it suits you. Yeah. I never even noticed.
Gee, Miss Piggy, if you do come out and do your number, we're gonna have to use your understudy. Is that what you really want? Get lost.
Still no luck?
No, she refuses to come out. I think she's freaking mirrors in there. I haven't seen her this bad in a while.
Piggy, it's me.
Scram.
Don't be alarmed. I'm just going to open the door a tiny...
Bonk.
Is the understudy ready to go?
No, she's on vacation.
Understudy, have an understudy.
Broken angle.
Does the understudy have an understudy?
Yeah, so she hasn't shaved in a while. A man of many thoughts. When taking a stroll with my parasol, I frequently break every heart. But there's one man for me. He's as strong as can be. He's a man of many parts. Look into his eyes. They're just the right size. The original owner won't miss them. These legs are branded with a 1 and a 2. They're flexible, supple, and lissom. But my favorite part is the second-hand heart. It's the loveliest thing in the park. Though it causes a grin, there are secrets within. If you ask, you'll be left in the dark. But Beaker, all you want to do is remove your brain, put it inside a robot body, and put 6,000 volts through it. Beep, 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 beep. Beaker, Beaker, Beaker. This new shiny metal Beaker Mark IV is ready to go. All it requires is a brain. Now it seems obvious to me that the computer chip is all that caused the trouble along. We need an organic intelligence there. And look, I even put a poop in a ball. I'll keep your whole body ticking over nicely while it brains out enjoying itself. This one even says meep, just like you. Meep. Meep. Really, Beaker, just think of the advantages. An impervious metal body that never tires. The chance to be one of the great names in the history of science. And it's a poop in a ball. It's win-win-win. That's better, Beaker. I knew you'd see reason eventually. His name's Hugh, by the way. You two should get acquainted. Now, I don't think you've seen the Beaker Mark IV, have you? I think you'll like it. I think you'll really like it. Ta-da! Now tell me, isn't that the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? Now, there now. Whoever said scientists had poetry in their souls? So proud of that boy. He really wants to do this himself. Oh, how far he's come. Draws a Frankenstein head. Meep, meep. Meep, 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 meep. Meep. My, so fast, but I shouldn't be surprised. Your passion for science equals my very own.
Piggy, I got Dr. Honeydew to promise the experiments would stop. It should come all right to be come out soon.
Really?
Is that me? Really?
Well, he better stop. Because an artiste of my caliber needs the right conditions.
Of course, Piggy.
Not knowing whether it's going to be light or dark whites, it's like the Stone Age and my hair.
And she's calming down. I think it's going to be fine.
Just one excuse to knock that just to jockey into the middle of next week. That's all I need. Just one excuse.
It won't come
To that.
and
I'm sure.
Piggy. I talked to
Him.
Did I mention him?
Yes, I remember.
So it's all fine now.
Yes, fine now.
Oh no.
Honeydew! Honeydew, you're dead meat. You're responsible for this and you're going to pay. Crackoom!
Girls, that health and safety guy's gone. Ready to do some Morris? Whoa! Look now, you don't see what I see. It's right. It's right. An audience.
All right, Honeydew, open up. We know you're in there. You messed with this pig long enough. It's time to come out and face that. Beep. Music.
Folks at the ready, ladies. That thing is a monster.
Stop it once. That's no robot. I mean, this is a robot, but it's also Beaker.
You're going to have to explain that very slowly.
Oh dear, it's all completely out of hand. All I wanted was to create a device to help Beaker with his workload. Instead, Hugh the poop is in Beaker's head, and Beaker's brain is in the robot's head. Only if that's Beaker's brain, the robot is really Beaker, and Beaker is really Hugh, except I can't call him Hugh. That would be silly. Look what your electrical shenanigans did to my beautiful hair. My bad.
Are you sure that's not Baker?
Chickens? we're going to do a number. And by golly, we're gonna do a number. Ready? From the top. A 1, a 2, and
The pride of Honeydew.
he was one of the sons of science gone mad. Some say misguided, some say bad, but all agree one thing is true. He was the pride of Honeydew.
Bite, it's thanks to you. What looks afraid? Take this, you giant metal rat. Boom. What's everybody looking at?
There's something, Doctor, you should know. It's Beaker's brain. It didn't go on. It didn't go. Poor Beaker's head, the robot got
The poop.
instead.
The robot got the poop instead. What, Kermit? Beaker went lie. He worships science, and so do I. I show his brains that machine.
Just wipe his car.
It comes off clean. Someone that had his little hue. I think I noticed what to do. Off to the lab post haste indeed, to grab a sack of rodent feed.
The poop enticed, our tale is done. Yet now the creature's life begun. What purpose for a thing so great might he yet meet a pleasant fate?
Please leave your seats by 8:30.
Wait a minute. I'm not keeping up. Who's in the head?
Not who, Hugh.
I mean the fellow's name.
Hugh.
The guy in the head.
Hugh.
The brain.
Hugh.
The guy in the...
Hugh is in the head.
I'm asking you, who is in the head?
Ah! Sometime later.
Okay, Frank and Bob, quartet your own. Give them a piece of your, actually keep all your pieces. But good luck.
Is Miss Piggy's song finished already? We hope we don't underrun. Oh, it was wonderful tonight, Kermit. They love me. They really love me.
I don't imagine you'd settle for anything else, Les, Piggy.
Ha 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 ha, kiss kiss. That word doubled up. It's connected to Kermit. Yeah, I know. Am I missing something possible? Oh, what was that line under her hair?
Oh, Dr. Honeydew performed a hair transplant. He said it was the least he could do. The scar should be gone in a few days.
Hair transplant? Transplanted from where?
I promised I wouldn't tell. Let's say the nights are a little chiller these days from Monty, the tapping, dancing yake.
The yak. Yeah. Speaking of Dr. Honeydew, what's the latest on the Beaker Mark IV? Still running on hamster brains?
They're called poops. And then he's happy as a hamster in a wheel. Come on, I'll show you.
Oh my goodness, suddenly the uninterrupted power we have lately makes so much sense.
Yep, we got him running the generator. Believe it or not, he couldn't wait.
Beaker, dear chap, kindly crank the power up a notch. Those toasted sandwiches won't make themselves. Meep, meep, yes please, extra cheese. Meep, the end.
That's a good one right here.